Hey guys, so today I'm gonna talk about my background. I was raised as a Catholic. And then around 5 years, I switched to Christian, and I stood there for 3 years. I liked it, but then I went to prison because I transported weed, like at the bridge. But before that, I lost my job, so I decided to go to Monterrey. From there, my uncle sent me to a psychiatrist. He told me, if you're gonna be here, you better go to a psychiatrist. So I was like, okay, fine, I really need it. So from there, I went to the psychiatrist. They diagnosed me with schizophrenia and bipolar 1. And from there, I started taking pills. The doctor injected me with injection, and it really made me like fast paced, so my mind was like super fast. I could do things very quick. And from there, I think the ejection like just went down, and it was really cool. I liked it. And then from there, um while I was at this mental hospital, I was thinking, okay, like I'm losing time. I need to like get back to where I have to be. So I started thinking that I was gonna do trafficking of marijuana, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And I did it. They paid me $500 per transportation, and I was like, okay, fine. I really don't need it a lot. My uncle was paying for my apartment, for my groceries, for my clothes, and I really know didn't need it that much, and I didn't have a job, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And then from there, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And they arrested me on the seventh cross because I didn't have my ID, and the back wouldn't open. And before that, I was like, I'm just gonna cross. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna cross. Whatever happens, it happens. So they arrested me, and I was there for 6 months. I went back to Mexico because I had to do the, how do you call it, the uh how do you call it? It's something where you have to sign every month and like report. That way, you won't like get arrested again, I guess. So I didn't go because the lady was very mean. So I was like, oh, I don't want to tolerate the U.S. So I just went to Mexico. I stayed there with my grandmother. I was very fine. I was reading. I started reading the palmistry and tarot, and I really liked it. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do this. So from there, I started reading. I was very entertained, and then from there, my mom told me that I had to go back to the U.S. because they were looking for me. And I was like, no, I don't want to go. I don't like the U.S. And she was like, no, you have to go. It's a better life. It's better here. Um, Mexico, there's no future. And I'm like, yes, it is. Like, I see a lot of businesses there. I see people having fun. Like, everybody goes to parties. Like, I see everything fine. So she was like, no, come back. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back. So from there, they arrested me. Um, I was gonna do just 6 months again, but I pushed a guard, and they gave me the year I had left, which is a year and 6 months. So I did them, and then they sent me to a prison. And from there, I was like first in like group cells and then single cell, and then I was like, oh, I like both because I really had a lot of fun. Like, you didn't do anything, you were just with your like guys, like, how do you call it, like talking, drinking coffee, eating, having snacks, like reading books. That's basically what you did. So I was like, oh, this is fun. So from there, they sent me to a single cell, and I started reflecting. Okay, I need to focus on my life. So I started thinking, I'm gonna do the cards, like, which is tarot, palm reading, and I really want to do Herbalife. But Herbalife doesn't have a lot of business because of the reviews it has, that it's bad and I don't know what. So from there, like, I had like, oh, it's not gonna work. So then I joined FNX, which is an ambassador. But before that, I purchased a plan to increase my followers on Instagram to for my Everlife business, and it really worked. I had a lot of followers and like 100 likes, but it was like fixed. Do you get me? Like it wasn't like original. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna buy it anymore. So I stopped it right now. I have around 4,000 followers, but I really want to get more original. So I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Right now, I'm posting stuff about fitness, palm reading, and dancing. And I really smoke a lot of cigarettes. I really like cigarettes because I have anxiety, so it helps me relax. So I really like it. And I really like working out. I right now I can work out because I don't have a membership. Um, but I'm trying my best to get a membership. Also, I'm reading books, and I already talked about my daily rituals book. Um, I was reading, like I said, palm reading. I read it one time, but I had another book, and I read tarot 2 times. So from there, um, I'm reading The Psychology of Money, but it's like unmotivating me because it's telling you more to be like humble, like what can happen if you don't like let's say like don't be too ambitious because you have to be comfortable with what you have. That way you won't make a decision that you'll regret later. So I was like, oh, I think it's not gonna work. I'm very ambitious, so I have to like be humble. So I'm not reading that book a lot. So I bought a book about stock markets. I really want to invest in the stock markets, and from there, um, I think it's good because like you're investing in your future. And also, I heard that on Bitcoin, like you can invest, but you have to get your money out. A friend told me that because if it's out, like you'll lose your money. So I'm afraid of investing in Bitcoin. And I also know that you have to know about what you're investing, so it's better to read it. So that's what I'm doing right now. So from there, yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, I was a Christian, and I went to this church, and there was a prophet, and she was like, "Oh, give your hearts to Jesus Christ, to the Holy Spirit," and then from there, I gave my soul, like my heart, to the Holy Spirit, and then they told me that He touched me because I fell. So I felt His presence. I felt like a piece of heaven. It felt really good, but right now, like I feel like He's not helping me. Do you get me? That's why I'm like undecided undecided on where I want to who do I want to worship. Like either I worship Satan, I worship God, I worship the Holy Death, I go to Lord Shiva or Greek gods. Do you get me? So that's where I'm having trouble at. So that's why I'm making videos on like your rituals, like your altars, like who do you want to worship, like reading books, and starting to have an organized life. So that's basically it. If you want to know more about me, let me know. Thank you.